begin by acknowledging that we live, work, play, and create on the traditional and unceded territory of the many Indigenous peoples of Vancouver Island. And I want to welcome everyone here this morning, whether you're in person or out there in video land. A special welcome to Reverend Vicki this morning, back with us for a talk. And no matter where you are on your spiritual journey, no matter where you have been, where you're going, in this moment, we're glad you're here with us, and you are most welcome here. And now we'll have some more singing from Ken and Nico.
That's a good one.
Now we get all soulful.
Anything we have to be especially grateful for, it is just that. We are free and unlimited. Would you join me in an opening prayer? As we slip into the silence, we take with us that knowledge of our freedom and our unlimitedness. And we remember that this is because we are all connected in the one presence and one power active in the universe and in our lives. The divine, infinite wisdom, universal intelligence, universal subconscious mind, God. The only power. And because of our connection in that power, we too are powerful and unlimited. And so we open ourselves to thoughts of expansion, of abundance, of growth, of sharing and caring and kindness and love. And we know that each one of those begins right here and right now. And for this wisdom, we are so grateful. And so it is. Amen. So happy Thanksgiving. Would you join with me in repeating the vision statement of Unity Worldwide Ministries, which is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. And our children's blessing, we see the divine light shining as you. We love and appreciate you exactly the way you are. And because it's Thanksgiving this morning, I would like to share with you, we've done it before, but it's worth doing again, a Haudenosaunee Thanksgiving address, greetings to the natural world. And if you recall this one, I say a paragraph, and then we repeat together, now our minds are one. Today, we have gathered and we see that the cycles of life continue. We have been given the duty to live in balance and harmony with each other and all living things. So now we bring our minds together as one, as we give greetings and thanks to each other as people. Together, now our minds are one. We are all thankful to our Mother, the Earth, for she gives us all that we need for life. She supports our feet as we walk about upon her. She gives us joy that she continues to care for us as she has from the beginning of time. To our Mother, we send greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to all the waters of the world for quenching our thirst and providing us with strength. Water is life. We know its power in many forms: waterfalls and rain, mist and streams, rivers and oceans. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the Spirit of water. Now our minds are one. We turn our minds to all the fish life in the water. They were instructed to cleanse and purify the water. They also give themselves to us as food. We are grateful that we can still find pure water. So we turn now to the fish and send our greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn toward the vast fields of plant life. As far as the eye can see, the plants grow, working many wonders. They sustain many life forms. With our minds gathered together, we give thanks and look forward to seeing plant life for many generations to come. Now our minds are one. With one mind, we turn to honor and thank all of the food plants we harvest from the garden. Since the beginning of time, the grains, vegetables, beans, and berries have helped the people survive. Many other living things draw strength from them, too. We gather all the plant foods together as one and send them a greeting of thanks. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to all the medicine herbs of the world. From the beginning, they were instructed to take away sickness. They are always waiting and ready to heal us. We are happy they are still among us. And there are still among us those special few who remember how to use these plants for healing. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to the medicines and to the keepers of the medicines. Now our minds are one. We gather our minds together to send greetings and thanks to all the animal life in the world. They have many things to teach us as people. We are honored by them when they give up their lives so we may use their bodies as food for our people. We see them near our homes and in the deep forests. We are glad they are still here, and we hope that it will always be so. Now our minds are one. We now turn our thoughts to the trees. The earth has many families of trees who have their own instructions and uses. Some provide us with shelter and shade, others with fruit, beauty, and other useful things. Many people of the world use a tree as a symbol of peace and strength. With one mind, we greet and thank the tree life. Now our minds are one. We put our minds together as one and thank all the birds who move and fly about over our heads. The Creator gave them beautiful songs. Each day they remind us to enjoy and appreciate life. The eagle was chosen to be their leader. To all the birds, from the smallest to the largest, we send our joyful greetings and thanks. Now our minds are one. We are all thankful to the powers we know as the four winds. We hear their voices in the moving air as they refresh us and purify the air we breathe. They help us to bring the change of seasons. From the four directions they come, bringing us messages and giving us strength. With one mind we send our greetings and thanks to the four winds. Now our minds are one. Now we turn to the west, where our grandfathers, the thunder beings, live. With lightning and thundering voices, they bring with them the water that renews life. We are thankful that they keep those evil things underground. We bring our minds together as one to send greetings and thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers. Now our minds are one. We now send greetings and thanks to our eldest brother, the sun. Each day without fail, he travels the sky from east to west, bringing the light of a new day. He is the source of all the fires of life. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our brother, the sun. Now our minds are one. We put our minds together to give thanks to our oldest grandmother, the moon, who lights the nighttime sky. She is the leader of women all over the world, and she governs the movement of the ocean tides. By her changing face, we measure time, and it is the moon who watches over the arrival of children here on earth. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to our grandmother, the moon. Now our minds are one. We give thanks to the stars who are spread across the sky like jewelry. We see them in the night, helping the moon to light the darkness and bringing dew to the gardens and growing things. When we travel at night, they guide us home. With our minds gathered together as one, we send greetings and thanks to the stars. Now our minds are one. We gather our minds to greet and thank the enlightened teachers who have come to help throughout the ages. When we forget how to live in harmony, they remind us of the way we were instructed to live as people. With one mind, we send greetings and thanks to these caring teachers. Now our minds are one. Now we turn our thoughts to the Creator, or Great Spirit, and send greetings and thanks for all the gifts of creation. Everything we need to live a good life is here on this Mother Earth. For all the love that is still around us, we gather our minds together as one and send our choicest words of greetings and thanks to the Creator. Now our minds are one. We have arrived at the place where we end our words. Of all the things we have named, it is not our intention to leave anything out. If something was forgotten, we leave it to each individual to send greetings and thanks in their own way. Now our minds are one. And this translation of the Mohawk version was made available courtesy of Six Nations Indian Museum and the Tracking Project. Ken.
If I hear the ocean roar, if I see the eagle soar, if I sense what flowers say, then this is my Thanksgiving Day. If I catch a raindrop's kiss, if I feel the sunset's bliss, if I blend with nature's waves, then this is my Thanksgiving Day. If I hear you talk to me, if I see what you can be, if I love you on your way, then this is my Thanksgiving Day. Every day is time to give.
Thank you, Ken and Nico, Patricia. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
You know, it's always fun sitting in the front row because when I took my seat, there's about 2 people in the room. And then when you get up here, you turn around, it's like, yeah, we're in good company. And of course, welcome, and glad that everyone who is tuning in is also part of this experience because, you know, we call it virtual, but it's real. It's real. Well, back in early September, Reverend Patricia asked me if I wanted to speak either on October 10th or October 3rd. And it was a wonderful invitation. I appreciated that. Thank you. And I thought, okay, October 10th, that would be Thanksgiving. So, you know, one of the really challenging things about being a minister and speaking several times a month for years and years and years and years is that I have given a lot of Easter talks, a lot of Christmas talks, and a lot of Thanksgiving talks. And it can be really challenging to come up with a fresh perspective, right, on gratitude. Usually the topic is gratitude. So truthfully, I was kind of backing away from the Thanksgiving slot. But a few days later, literally, I woke up, and you know that real kind of magic, before you're fully aware, you're still kind of in the sleep, you're not quite awake. Sometimes amazing things happen at that time, or you know, something comes to you. Anyway, in that time, boom, this popped into my mind. Messy gratitude. What the heck does that mean? Messy gratitude? Yeah, exactly. So, you know, I thought, oh my God, that's an interesting little phrase. And then the very next Sunday, I was here, and Thomas was speaking. I'm not sure if you remember his talk on having all your ducks in a row. Oh, yeah. And you know, during that, when he was speaking about how life, you know, doesn't always work out the way we thought, I remember on my 40th birthday, I was talking with my mom on the phone. And, you know, sure and confident, you know, 40-year-old. And my mom says, kind of wistfully, you know, when I was 40, I thought I knew everything. And I thought, yeah, I do. What's she talking about? Anyway, since then I've experienced lots of messiness in my life, for sure. But when Thomas was giving this talk, he actually used the word messy about life. And I thought, oh, now that's interesting. First, messy gratitude pops into my mind, and then it's not a common word, I don't think, anyway. And then Thomas uses this word the very next Sunday. So I said yes to Thanksgiving, and I said yes to messy gratitude. Now, I'm not saying I was happy with this title. A little argument. No, I actually didn't have an argument with Spirit, because this is the deal that I made 25 years ago. My job is to stay awake, pay attention, listen, be open, and then act on what I hear, what comes to me. And so that's what I heard that, and I thought, okay, I'm going to act on it. I'll take the Thanksgiving talk. Didn't have a clue what that meant, but, you know, it did intrigue me. And I was a little curious about what would come when I got to sit with that phrase for a number of weeks. Well, one of my go-to scriptures, you know, I used to choose a scripture every year to really use in my daily meditation and just kind of see what it's about. It's my way of making friends with the Bible. And so I took this one from 2 Thessalonians, because, you know, in ministerial school, you kind of got to, you know, make an attempt to be friends with the Bible. So this one came to me, and, you know, I saw this one. I thought, oh, now this is interesting. Rejoice always, pray unceasingly, give thanks in all circumstances, from 2 Thessalonians. So that was so challenging to me. I actually kept that for about 5 years. So there's 3 parts to it, but we're going to just look at the last part, give thanks in all circumstances. And that's where the messy part comes in. Because it doesn't say, give thanks when things turn out the way you thought, or people gave you what you wanted, or everyone agreed with your idea. It says in all circumstances. And some circumstances can be pretty messy. So, I shared this topic, this title, with the Spiritual Enrichment and Activity Group in Comox Valley, which is where I live. And Judy Murakami sent me a little kind of cartoony kind of thing, and it said, "Things I'm grateful for. Muddy footprints. Grateful for my children. Dirty dishes. Thankful for the food. Construction on my street. Grateful I have a street. Bathroom to clean. I have indoor plumbing. Working through a disagreement. Grateful that I have people in my life." You get the drift, right? So messiness, it means we're alive. It means we are engaged in the world. It means we're part of something. It could be that we are in relationship with a family, with a single person, with a group, with an organization. You can ask anybody who has contributed their time to an organization, probably everybody here. It can get messy. And spiritual communities are not exempt. I remember a number of years ago, I don't know how many years ago it was now, when this Nanaimo group purchased this property. And I read about it in the newsletter, and then winter came, and I remember getting an email saying, "Please dress warmly this Sunday because our furnace is not working." I thought, oh, like minister's nightmare, right? Please come to church, but just dress up because it's freezing cold in here. So we can all agree that messy happens. The question is, how do we react to it? What do we do with it? It is an invitation for us to detach from appearances. And why do we get this invitation? So that we can stand in compassion and forgiveness and understanding and gratitude, which makes room for the good to appear. We say one presence, one power, one love, everywhere present all the time. That means all the time. Now, there's a big difference between detachment and resignation. You know that saying, "It is what it is"? So I think the idea behind that saying was that, everything's fine. It's all good. It is what it is kind of a neutral statement. This is just the way it is. But have you ever noticed that it's never used when things are going super great? I won tickets to a concert. It is what it is. I got a call from an old friend. It is what it is. No, it's not. We do not use it. The statement is neutral, but we do not use it in all circumstances. We only use it when we're disappointed about something or things didn't go the way we thought they would go, which is kind of resignation. It's not the same as saying neutral. So can we open up to the good, to be grateful as easily in the good times, in the good parts of our lives, as well as the not so great parts of our life? There's a beautiful song by Daniel Nemode, and the chorus goes like this. "Thank you for the blessings of the day, for the winter and the warm, for the light and the shadow, for the triumphs and the trials, for the smile and the sorrow, for the peace and the conflict, for the silence and the song, for the calm and the confusion, for the winter and the warm." Good words to think about. All of it. Be thankful for all of it. The storms, the conflict, the sorrow, the trials, the shadows. We are here on this earth not to avoid pain, avoid confusion, avoid conflict. We are here to face it. And honestly, not only just face it, but move into it. Move into it so that we can contribute to the healing of it. And so how do we do that? I think Kyle has a slide he's going to put up. Yay! Oh, good. Thank you, Kyle. Don't get upset for the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. I was driving through Ladysmith, and right where I parked my car, this was in the window. Don't get upset for the results you didn't get from the work you didn't do. It was on a gym. But I thought, This is another one. It's like, stay open, pay attention. I took a picture of it, obviously, which I rarely do. I got my phone out, took a picture of it. And I thought, I think this is true for life as well as the gym. So do we want to have peace in the world? Do we want to have harmony in our lives? Do we want our beautiful planet to be safe and protected? So how would any of those come about when we make no effort towards bringing them into manifestation? We can just sit back and want those things and then be upset because they're not happening. But where is our effort? What are we doing? I see collectively here as Unity Vancouver Island that we are being part of the effort. We are visibly and vocally standing for reconciliation, for healing, for love, for peace, in a variety of arenas and in many different areas. We can ask ourselves, what am I doing as an individual? So when I get this question, it's like, oh, so don't get scared, don't be scared. It doesn't have to be really big and earth-shattering and affect millions of people. You're probably familiar with a quote from Mother Teresa. Do small things with, anybody know? Great love. Do small things with great love. So I did a small thing on September 30th. I was really touched. I was here when Lawrence spoke the week before. I was really touched by what he said. And I felt called to step visibly and actively into the reconciliation and healing journey we are now on with our Indigenous sisters and brothers. So on the day of Truth and Reconciliation, I wore an orange t-shirt that says, "Every child matters." I've never worn a t-shirt in my entire life. Not just as a fashion statement, but I've been to concerts, I could have bought the t-shirt, Grateful Dead, I've been to all kinds of concerts. I've been all over the world. Unity Village has beautiful t-shirts. I've never bought one. It's just not my thing to wear any statement, right? But on this occasion, I took a step in support of Truth and Reconciliation, and I bought and I wore the t-shirt. And I participated in the Unity Canada event that happened online, and then I participated in the Spirit Walk that we had in the Comox Valley, and I wore my t-shirt. And I wore that orange t-shirt for the whole day, in my grocery store, in the gas station, walking on the streets. It's pretty hard to miss. I was making a statement. It was a small step, but a very important first step for me. So take some kind of step. Move towards what you want to see in the world. Do something. Take action on what you notice. We all notice different things. And there's lots to be noticed on the planet right now, in our world. We don't need to do it all. Just pay attention to what calls to you, what you notice, and then take some action on it and move in that direction. It could be signing a petition about cutting down our precious old-growth forest. It could be supporting a society that is about, I know there's a society about this, for the safety of foster children. Perhaps children is something that you're drawn to. Or taking some food to the food bank. These are small steps that each one of us can do. And of course, organizationally, we can and we are doing much more. So that's the outer steps. But what about in here? We're going to sing the song, Our Thoughts Are Prayers. And we are always praying, because I don't know about you, but I'm pretty much thinking all the time. So what are we thinking? What are we placing our attention on? What are we excited about? And then pay attention and act on it. Take some small step with great love. I'm going to share another slide with you. Kyle's got up there. It's an ancient Celtic vow. I honor your gods. I drink at your well. I bring an undefended heart. I have no cherished outcomes. I will not negotiate by withholding. I am not subject to disappointment. Challenging. What would our world look like, even our own little worlds, be like if this is how we lived? Honoring all paths. What does I drink at your well means I trust you. You know, if you give me a glass of water, I'm going to drink it because I know that you're not harming, your intention is not to harm me. I bring an undefended heart, open-hearted. I have no cherished outcomes. That's a great thing to strive for. I know it's not, I seldom do that. You know, I usually, when I put something forward, I usually have an idea about what I'd like to see happen with it. But I could step back, bring no cherished outcomes, nothing that I'm not willing to give up, right? And I'm going to participate. I'm not going to step back. I'm going to not withhold. And I'm not subject to disappointment. Think about negotiating, about even negotiating where you and your friend want to go out for lunch or something like that. I'm living this one really well. I'm not subject to disappointment. It's like, I'm okay. We'll do this together. So it's time to dismantle our barriers and open ourselves up to all of the divine potential that we have within us. We haven't even touched the surface, I don't think, of what we're capable of as divine beings. 50 years ago, yesterday, the world heard for the first time the Beatles' song, Imagine. So I'm going to end with this line. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Would you please join me as we center ourselves in a time of silence? We'll just breathe into this moment for now. And perhaps if it's comfortable for you, you could close your eyes or just follow the breath for a moment. It's a beautiful, easy, simple way of centering ourselves and bringing ourselves fully to this moment, this time, this place. And always, always we start with gratitude. So grateful for whatever building, whatever home, wherever you are sitting right now, you probably have a roof over your head. You're probably warm. If you wanted to, you've probably eaten already today. And I invite you now to just cast a glance out into your life circumstances right now and maybe choose some part of your life that just looks a little messy right now. Something that's just kind of rubbing you the wrong way or not working out the way you thought or causing you some pain or discomfort or disappointment. And see if you can recouch that. There is good in all circumstances. We cannot be outside our good. And if we see something that doesn't look good, it's just because we have not found it yet. And as long as we stand apart from it or bring a defended heart to it, we won't see it. So I invite you to bring something else to it than what you've already been holding. Perhaps compassion. If it's around a person, perhaps some compassion. If it's around a situation, perhaps some wisdom, some understanding. Perhaps we need to bring our own humility to the situation and take the stance, I don't know. I don't know what's best. I don't know what to do. And it's okay. Because it's not all up to me. There is a power at work that is much stronger than us, our circumstances, or any other person. So it's okay to step back in humility and allow that to come forward and express, be known. And as we practice this, as we do this, we can perhaps feel a little lightening in ourselves, perhaps even some outer light shining now, revealing things that we didn't see before. And as we step back, it's the invitation to Spirit. Be here now. Make yourself known. And so we give thanks for our ability to do this. And for our awareness when we are out of alignment with the truth, with infinite potential, and that we take the step, whatever it is, compassion, understanding, wisdom, humility, so that we are contributing to the well-being, to the transformation, to the good. We are all here for a purpose. Do small things with great love. And so it is.
Our thoughts are prayer, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayer. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Our thoughts are prayer, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayer. Take charge of what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer.
Well, since you mentioned it, you'll know right away. song.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Ken.
I hope that wasn't too weird. I got a little
That was wonderful. And thank you, Reverend Vicki. That was delightful, inspiring, and funny, and I just feel warm and thankful after that. Thank you. Yeah. So some announcements today. First of all, this is a bit of a secret we've been keeping. We have coffee after service today in the other building.
What?
We do, and cookies. So it's our intention to do that Hospitality Sunday on the first Sunday of every month from now on. So, okay. Other announcements. One small thing you can do with great love to help make the world a better place is to register now for Unity Canada Conference. Till tomorrow is the early bird price. And normally conference, they're kind of about connecting with people and feeling good. This one's more of, I don't know, it's just focused on doing something, on doing good, on the steps that we can take to move the world forward into a better place. And we can do that so much better when we do it with each other. So really, please think about registering for this concert. Victoria is not meeting in person this afternoon at 4:30 as usual. Instead, right after service today, please go on to the Zoom call, and I've got the slide up at the end of the service so you can write down these numbers again and just share your Thanksgiving with other people. And that's available to anyone, whether you live in Nanaimo or Comox or Courtenay or Victoria. So please take advantage of that. Another event happening in Victoria on Tuesday is a gathering, just a sharing circle to get together to talk about where you're at and what you'd like to see Victoria do moving forward. So anybody who happens to be in Victoria that day, please check in. And then on Thursday, they have a prayer circle. Very active week for Victoria, so please join in to do that. So all the information is in your newsletter. Please take advantage of some of those opportunities. And the book club, there are 2 more sessions of the Bridge the Divide book club based on the book The Skin We're In, and that is about racial intolerance, particularly toward the Black community in Canada. Very eye-opening. And we've decided to go ahead with a gift craft bake sale on November 13th or 12th. It's Saturday, Sunday. I actually think it's the 13th and 14th now that I look, but that weekend. So if you would like to rent a table, if you've got some wares to display and sell, or if you'd like to donate part of all of your income if you have a business, or if you will donate baking, please let me know and we'll get this thing going. Next Sunday, after service, Kyle will be delighted to have people who are interested in learning how to operate one of our cameras. So please stay. That'll be 12 o'clock after service next Sunday. 2 more workshops will follow up eventually, one on sound management and one going a little deeper. So if that's something you would like to do, can learn to do, and would be willing to donate at least 1 Sunday a month to volunteer in that capacity, we would love to see you next week. And language lessons in Hulkaminum. So Lawrence is going to be here Thursday the 21st and Thursday the 28th from 7 to 9 in the main building. Please, what a way to deepen our relationship, just to learn to express a few phrases in the language of this land. So. Can you say it? Pardon me? Can you say it? Hulkaminum? Hulkaminum. Okay. And moving. Don is here this morning, and Don is right here. He will be in our prayer room this after service today, if anyone needs to just come together and pray with someone else. And gratitude. A gratitude week goes to you. Yay. Of all the things we're grateful for. You are where it all starts. You are the reason we're here. So we just want to acknowledge the people who take the time to come, to be with each other, to watch on TV, to send in donations, to volunteer, to do various things. We just really want to appreciate all the members and visitors and everyone. Everyone, thank you for making this happen. And with that, I wanted to let you know that the board at our last meeting decided to tithe the entirety of our accumulated tithe to the the Indian Residential School Survival Society. And that was a healthy donation, and the board just felt that this was an appropriate time to make that statement by donating our entire tithe. So, yeah. And we want to acknowledge that there had been suggestions that we feed the children and support the SPCA, and those suggestions are being taken forward, and we're developing a policy for how we will distribute our tithes as our new entity. So again, if you have a charity that's dear to your heart and you would like us to consider that, you can speak to any board member. Would you repeat the affirmation with me, please? Abundance is all around me. In great thanksgiving, I release all thoughts of lack, limitation, and struggle, and open myself to perceive and receive an abundance of all good things. And our song is God is My Source.
God is my soul, God is my power, God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source, love is my power, love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace is my source, peace is my power, peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings, peace gives me everything I need.
And now, would you join us for the prayer for protection, followed by our peace song? The light that is God surrounds me. I am one with the light. The love that is God enfolds me. I am one with the love. The power that is God protects me. I am one with the power. The presence that is God watches over me. I am one with the presence. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well, and so it is. Amen.